charity is ridiculous.
I know that this is hard because you're in the public eye, and I know you have a lot going on in your own life anyway.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, try your best to not worry about what others are saying. And I know it's sometimes we can all get a little bit low and things might get to us and our skin might be a little bit thin at times. But honestly, these people that have nothing better to do than to talk about somebody else are lacking massively in themselves.
I know.
There's more about them than it does about you. I know that these are just words and it's easy to say. But honestly, there is nobody on this app worth making yourself upset, stressed, sleepless, running your immune system down with worry and things. It's just, honestly, there's nobody that is worth that to you. Nobody at all.
And I appreciate you saying that. I just find it very difficult.
Of course, I understand.
To ignore people. I find it difficult to ignore the bullying and the hate.
Yes. People on TikTok are so nasty though. That's what you've got to understand. People on TikTok are so mean.
Yes, Lucy, you're right.
They're so mean. Like, TikTok is such a toxic app. Yeah. TikTok is like it spreads the hate, doesn't spread the love. And when people spread the hate, people love spreading the hate rather than spreading the love.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I apologise for talking about money. I genuinely apologise for talking about money. But how much do people think I earned doing the 12-hour live on New Year's Eve?
Probably not a lot.
Probably not even half of minimum wage per hour.
Mm-hmm. No, I didn't.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay, because I wasn't sat there battling all the time. I wasn't sat there begging for gifts all the time and trying to get on the Popular or anything like that.
It's not about begging. It's just about you accept, like, you live on your own, clearly. So you clearly want company on New Year's Eve.
I'm just going to interrupt Peacemaker. I didn't even make 100 quid.
So you clearly want company on New Year's Eve. That's hence why you go live. Hence why most TikTokers go live, because they want company. Yeah. And if you go live on New Year's Eve,
I didn't want to sit there on my own. And I had plenty of other people say to me they were going to be on their own. So I said to people, you know what, I'll do a live for the whole evening. And it ended up being from the afternoon through to 1 a.m. And you know what? I was so pumped to get 2 million likes.
Wow, that's
2 million likes in 12. Just over, I think it was 12 hours and 5 minutes. Somebody can correct me, but I think it was 12 hours and 5 minutes. And I really find it frustrating when certain people are going around the app saying that I'm sat here begging for gifts. I'm sat here manipulating people for gifts and things like that, when I didn't even earn 100 quid on New Year's Eve.
That's irrelevant. And you're still over-explaining yourself now, Luna, darling.
Yeah, I know I am, but I get so stressed, I feel I have to explain.
I swear to you, please let me be your friend, even if we never ever meet, because I used to be where you are now. And my inner self felt so down, and I had no confidence and no self-esteem about many things, not this kind of stuff, and it affects you in every single way. And actually, you're quite strong, really, because you are a vulnerable person, and it does take a lot for you to come here and be here, and you do try your best to answer every question and be as open as possible, and I can see all that you go. Maybe isn't the best environment for you, sweetheart. However, loneliness, which I suffer myself, I live by myself. I lost both my parents within 10 weeks of each other a year ago. I've been diagnosed with a brain tumor.
Sorry to hear that.
And loneliness is an awful thing. And TikTok and the nice people that are on it, because there are many. We all talk about the trolls.
There are some lovely people on TikTok. They really are.
People on this app. You just need to be in the right place finding them.
Yeah.
The thing is, you need to read.
Birds of a feather flock together anyway. So, you know, I know that you have some wonderful, wonderful people on here.
Thank you, Fluffy.
Like, wholeheartedly. but you do not need to explain anything and give amounts. There's some lovely people here happy to gift you. They're happy to take part. They're happy to watch your trips and see your teddies and all of those things. Yeah. And you're a blessing to some people too. Remember that. Remember, you being here and being alive is helping us.
I know how many people say that to me, and it's I hear. I'm telling you, Pete, you true. I hear bullying louder than I hear compliment.
Of course.
That's what I was going to say.
But that's because where you are within yourself.
I hear negativity so much louder than positivity.
The thing is,
and you will accept that more.
Yeah, because I've been bullied my entire life, and that's why I hear it loudly.
But I
just want to use an example that was said about me earlier this evening. I'm not going to say who said this, but if you know, you know.
Yeah.
I was accused earlier this evening of what was the word? I'm not going to 100% get it right, but playing on my health.
Right.
A certain person said, I use a wheel. Now, I'm not going to get 100% exactly what this person said, but they basically said I used the wheelchair for sympathy. They said I should use a mobility scooter instead of a wheelchair because a mobility scooter doesn't look as bad as a wheelchair.
Wow.
Now, I'm going to say this. That is absolutely ridiculous, disabled bullying. Because saying something like that about a person who uses a wheelchair, 1/3 at least of disabled people who use a wheelchair can walk. Just can't walk far.
Correct.
And the thing is, this person is saying to me, I should use something that's a lot bigger than a wheelchair, can't get in as many places as a wheelchair, isn't as easy to maneuver as a wheelchair, and takes up a lot more space than a wheelchair.
How much does your life affect the person that said this?
Exactly.
Very little. Because I'm not friends with them any longer.
There we are.
Because people...
And I've got this on recording. I'm seriously thinking about doing a video about it. Because that is such an ableist thing to say. And I'm just like...
Luna.
How can somebody say that?
If you don't mind my saying so, please don't take this the wrong way. I feel that you maybe need to not focus on any of the negative idiots that speak.
I'm trying my hardest.
I agree too.
I know it's difficult.
I am trying.
The more time they live rent-free in your head.
Yeah.
Shall I tell you what it is, Fluffy? Shall I tell you what it is? Some of these people have been at me for 2 years.
Right.
The same people have been at me for 2 years and pulling other people on board to their lies.
Okay.
And I'm like, I turn on TikTok and they're there in somebody else's box talking about me.
Right.
Yeah,
you can't
ignore
escape them.
Ignore that, because if you're in your own little bubble, you're quite happy in your own little bubble.
I am, Lucy, but shall I tell you what happened this afternoon?
What happened this afternoon?
I had a private conversation with some subscribers in my Discord.
Okay.
Somebody came in and as a troll and recorded it and has shared it with multiple people on TikTok.
Wow.
Okay, me being a grown age of 33, I do not trust nobody apart from my little boy. I trust my little boy, do not trust nobody else, right? So I do not share my personal experiences or my personal life with anybody else, because I'm quite happy in my little bubble with my little boy and me, and that's completely fine. If I didn't have my little boy, then I would be quite happy just being me, because I do not trust nobody. Somebody is it's going to be quite quick that someone's going to stab you in the back straight away.
100%.
Straight away. Like, no matter how long you've known them for, no matter how long you've known them less for, somebody will stab you in the back straight away. If somebody's going to watch you on TikTok and they're going to have pleasure about hurting you, watching you on live, crying, they're going to hurt you even more. They will hurt you over and over again.
Oh, they're constantly hurting me, Lucy.
Yeah,
but don't let it happen.
as long as you are buying
the lies that they're spreading about me, which other people are then believing. That's the hardest part. Because other people are judging me on what this person is saying. I'm being very careful not to name him, by the way.
No disrespect. Again, the people that want to believe somebody, right? Okay, they do not know you, but they want to believe a stranger about you. They're people you don't need in your life anyway.
That's very true. But the problem
100%.
is people judge by what they hear. And people are judging me and believing things which are very definitely not true.
I promise you this, Luna. I promise you this, as true as I'm sitting here now. Nobody that has judged you, has said a negative thing about you, has made you feel bad, has recorded you, has told lies about you, has spread rumours about you, has any impact on your life at all. You don't need them. You don't want them. You need to ignore them. Let them go.
I don't want them. I don't need them. I quite agree with you. I just wish they would leave me alone.
But they won't leave you alone while you're giving them what they want. They want to see you distressed. They want to see you angry. They want to see you talking about them. And then they'll go, look at her. Look, she's all upset. See, this is what we were talking about. You're just giving them what they want. They're like vultures. They're carnivorous creatures. And they will come and wear you down and peck around your carcass to give them airtime because they wouldn't be relevant otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, and I'm going to say this, they are literally stirring up trouble for their own views. I know they are. And they're making them, I agree with you, they're trying to make themselves relevant. And I'm trying hard to take it in. I really am. I can see what people are saying in the comments. I am trying hard to take it in.
Yeah.
And I guess one of the things I was struggling was, people were talking on Discord and I was struggling with, I wanted to stay in Discord, but I didn't because I don't know who to trust.
Nobody.
I'm finding it so difficult.
Yeah,
I've actually disabled my Discord for new followers. I apologise to people who are going to subscribe. I'm afraid I've closed the Discord to new people. Nobody is able to join the Discord now unless I let them in. And I'm going to tell everybody this here and now. I am going to be going through that Discord with a fine-tooth comb. Yeah. Between myself and Pitta. We're going to go through that Discord with a fine-tooth comb. And if we don't recognise somebody, they're gone. But because I just can't cope with the bullying and the trolling anymore.
Okay, Luna, I'm going to recommend something. And I'm not sure that you might take it straight away. I believe you'll take it on board and think about it, but it's hard when we mentally get ourselves into a routine in a set way. I would recommend that the times that you're feeling a bit emotional and down or something is bothering you quite negatively, it might be better to have a private conversation.
That's what I did earlier today, Fluffy. That's actually what I did today. I had a private, what I thought was a private conversation with about 10 followers in Discord.
Yeah, okay, so I'm talking about choose a friend who you know is a friend.
Yeah, okay, I understand what you mean. Yeah.
Listen, before I go live, I want to get this out of my system. I just want to have a chat, if that's okay, whatever, and get the upset out, and then start your live and be you. Like people come to see you. People are interested in your interests. People are interested in all the things that you talk about, your trips, your journeys, and all sorts of stuff. You're a very gentle person when you talk. You're very polite. You know, you're very gracious to people, even sometimes when they don't deserve it as well. So you know, you are a little bit vulnerable. You choose to be on this platform, but I would recommend that when you're feeling vulnerable, this might not be the best place for you at that moment in time. Feel free to drop me a message if you want to. I'm always up for a chat. I live by myself. My life ain't too great either, to be honest. But I won't share it. If you go through my TikTok, you could go to my Instagram, my Facebook. You will not really be able to put a picture together of my life. So what I don't want the world to know, I don't speak about.
Yeah, thank you for that, Fluffy.
But yeah, you know, but nevertheless, you know, you're definitely a strong person anyway. That you prove time again.
Oh well, I'll say this to you.
Mindful of yourself and think of you as much as you think about other people.
I will say this to you,
that is
Fluffy.
true, to be fair.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm not strong. It's my faith that makes me strong. It's God that makes me strong. I'm not strong on my own. Okay,
Disagree.
Pardon?
Yeah, me too.
I disagree.
Well,
I'm
not gonna hate you for disagreeing, but I know my faith makes me stronger.
Faith is a wonderful thing, and I've seen literal miracles happen to people that have faith. So I'm not going to go into my personal view on that because this isn't the place. But I promise you faithfully that you are a strong person.
Thank you for that. I take it on board. I mean,
I'm not saying that you don't find strength in your faith, and I'm not saying that your faith doesn't give you that extra piece of courage, but I promise you it's not faith alone that's doing what you do.
Yeah. All right, Fluffy, thank you. I do appreciate what you said. I really do. Hello, Kirsty. By the way, Fluffy, you're welcome to stay in the box and carry on joining in.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
I'm not telling you to jump out or anything. I'm just saying hi to Kirsty.
Chat to people for a bit.
Hi, Kirsty.
Hi, Luna. It's the first time in your box, and actually, it's only the second time being in anybody's box. I'm a wee bit nervous.
You're very welcome.
But I just wanted to say hello, and I just wanted to see you were okay. You know, just when I first came on, and I'm sorry you're feeling so low. I think what you're saying when you're feeling lonely, TikTok's obviously a nice place when you meet nice people to talk to, but it's obviously, as you well know, extremely toxic at times.
Yeah.
But I totally agree with Fluffy and Lucy, you know, that you're extremely strong. I mean, look what you're going through health-wise, and even just to come on here, I think it's an awful brave thing to do. And there's more people that love you than, you know, idiots that you'll come across all the time. But I love watching your lives. I enjoy watching your lives, and I'm sorry that you're not feeling so good. That's all I really wanted to say.
Kirsty, thank you. I appreciate it. The loneliness was more about New Year's Eve not wanting to be alone as opposed to actually being lonely. Okay, I don't want to paint the wrong picture. When I said about being alone and that on New Year's Eve, I was more talking about New Year's Eve not wanting to be alone. Does that make sense?
Yes.
In the past, I've been very lonely, and that's why I started my TikTok. Well, it's not the only reason I wanted to share Luna. I never dreamt my TikTok would become as big as it has. And I never dreamt that certain people would do what they've done and carry on doing even now, nearly 2 years later. And I basically don't want to give people the impression I'm actually lonely at the moment. I'm more pissed off, if I can say that. That's the only time I'm going to swear this live, because I've just had enough with people belittling me, having a go at me for no reason, making lies up about me, so many horrible things. Yet if I try and defend myself with naming them, then I'm the one in the wrong. That's why I'm being very careful not to name them. Because apart from anything, I don't want to send any traffic their way.
They're sending traffic your way, so...
Oh, sorry, Lucy.
No, sorry, I interrupted you. I'm so sorry.
No, I was just going to say that I just don't understand. I'll never understand people. I don't know what they get from it, that just being mean to people or being, it's like, I don't know. What do you get from that?
It makes them feel big.
Yeah.
It's also deflection. Psychologically, they're feeling crap about themselves.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So the way they feel better about themselves is by putting somebody different down.
Yeah.
Because they can then feel superior in their own twisted version of events. They can feel better than the person that they're putting down.
Yeah.
But a genuinely nice person wouldn't be doing that. The same as if somebody who's your friend would be encouraging and happy and genuinely pleased for you.
Yeah, and I've got many friends on this app who are encouraging and who are pleased for me and who genuinely are lovely.
They are out there, but unfortunately, in the world that we live in, negativity breeds faster, and it's more interesting, and everybody wants to have a part in it because by nature everybody's nosy. Everybody wants to have a listen and go, "Oh, what's going on?" Because everybody likes a bit of a gossip. Whether it's true or not is irrelevant to most people. It just keeps their mouths wagging emptily for a while, where they don't have to actually engage with any thought or their brain.
Yeah.
And it's just an empty nonsense that fills their days. Unfortunately, it's like when you leave a bad review for a hotel, 1,000,000 people will talk about how rubbish it is and feed on the negativity. When do you often hear about compliments and good reviews? Seldom.
Yeah.
Seldom. Yeah.
For every positive review, you hear 10 negative. That's the average.
It's the same with people. It's the same with people. It works just the same way, unfortunately.
So I'm just going to grab my drink. And no, it's not Pepsi Max.
All that happens when you get upset. And why did you just say it's not Pepsi Max? Is this something else?
Basically, I've banned Pepsi Max myself.
Oh, okay.
One of my New Year's resolutions is no Pepsi Max at home.
Oh, okay.
Pitta, is that a bread roll?
I was about to say pizza.
I made it this morning.
Fair enough.
Didn't turn out the way I wanted it to.
I thought it was a block of cheese that you were eating.
I'm just going to see.
I do that
There's a
as
whole
well.
load of people in the box, so I'm just going to see who else I want to bring in. I'll bring in people I recognise if I can.
Yeah, that's why they were sitting in the box.
Who else is in there that I recognise?
This was supposed to be a hoagie roll, but it didn't work out, so I'm just going to eat it.